Hello everyone, it's Shine from financials.com again, and today we are going to imply what we've learned in the previous video in Python. So we will begin by defining a function, name it present value. We give it a rate, we give it number of period, and we give it a, because it's a present value, we want to give it a FV as a future value. It should be given in the question. And then we are just going to write PV equals, and let's just refer back to the formula again. And you can see that here, this is the formula for present value. We're just going to hard code it in here. So we just write future value divided by 1 plus rate to the power of number of period. Yeah, and then return PV. Okay, so now let's give it a try. We are going to print our present value function, and let's refer back to our question. So our rate would be 5%, number of period 5 years, and our future value is 10,000 here. So let's just plug them into our function. So we do 5% for our rate, we do 5 for our number of period, and we do 10,000 as our FV, and then we are going to compute. And as you can see here, the number that we got is exactly identical to what we have got from our financial calculator, or if we just hardcode the number into our formula. Now that we know that's working here, let's define the future value function, and we can give it the rate, number of period, and present value. And then let's just look at our formula again here. This is our formula here, and let's just write this formula in our function. So we do FV equals PV times 1 plus rate to the power of number of period, and then return FV. That's it. So let's print our future value. So our rate was 5%. So let's look at the question again. As you can see here, it says $10,000 invested, 5% interest rate, and 5 years duration. 10,000 for our present value here. And let's calculate it, and you can see that it gives us the second number of 12,762.82. That's what we exactly come up with in our formula, and that's how easy we can calculate using functions in Python. But this is not a practical way to do that, because these are very simple questions, and in the real world normally this question won't exist. So what I suggest you to do is to use this module called NumPy-financial. So we do import NumPy-financial as NPF, and if you don't have it, it's easy. You just go to your environment and just pip install NumPy-financial. I have it already installed, but if you don't have it, feel free to install it on your system. It's a relatively small module. It does whatever a normal financial calculator would do for us. Let's get back to our console here. It's very simple to work with this module. So we are going to just write print npf.pv as our first question. Let's have a look at our question here, our PV question. So we can just hardcode the number here as well. 10,000 as our future value, 5 years, and 5% as our percentage rate. And let's just give it a shot. So we do 0.05 as our percentage. The number of period is 5 years. PMT, we are going to talk about that later. It's a payment for annuity cash flows. We are going to cover that in the next video, so don't worry about it for now. We just put it as 0 and then future value as 10,000. Let's see how it works. As you can see, we got the same number here, but it is negative, and that's simply because you are investing the money right now, so the money is out of your pocket. Let's do the second question, our future value question. Let's have a look at it. So what is the future value of 10,000 invested in a brokerage account today that earns 5% compounded annually for 5 years? So we have the $10,000 as our present value that we are going to invest today actually. And then we are having 5% interest rate and 5 years as our duration. So let's just put it into this easy formula. Print NPF dot future value, and then we do 0.05 as our rate, 5 years our duration, PMT 0 because this is single dollar cash flow, is not an annuity. Then we do minus 10,000 as our present value because, as I said, you are investing the money is out of your pocket. So let's do it. As you can see, we got exactly the same number as we got here. Identical. That's great. I'm going to just comment all this out, and just keep in mind, as long as you have 4 out of 5 variables available, you can always compute the 5th one. And thankfully, this module, NumPy-financial, gave us some functions that let us compute either the interest rate or the number of period. So let's begin by computing the number of period and see if we can get the same number as the question gave us. So we do print NPF dot number of period. Okay, as you can see it here, we do the rate is 0.05, PMT is 0, present value is minus 10,000, 12,762.815. Okay, and let's just compute for that. As you can see, we've got the same exact number as the question gave us, 5 years. Now let's solve for interest rate. So we do print NPF dot rate, and then we do 5 as our number of period, we do 0 as PMT, we do minus 10,000, and then we do 12,762.815, and let's just compute. And as you can see, we got exactly the same rate as our 5% here. Maybe if you give it 6, it would be even better because it's closer to 6. We round it up instead of rounding it down. As you can see, exactly, that's what we got here. That's it for this video, everyone. Thanks for watching. In the next module, we are going to talk about the annuities, cash flow, and other type of cash flows. We are going to cover interest rate in the following section of this course. And please make sure to subscribe to our channel because we are going to update this course frequently so you get notified whenever we do so. Thanks for watching again. See you in the next one.